Hey guys, what's up? It's me. Welcome back to my channel. So yes, I do have a cat in my lap as always. She's here, she's needing some attention, so we're just gonna give it to her. But my hair is still drying. I just showered, washed my face, got ready for this makeup video. So if you see me messing with my hair a lot, it's because it's drying and I'm just like fluffing it. So today we are gonna be doing my full face of like contour, bronzing, baking, all of that, and I'm just gonna do it in depth and kind of go step by step on how I do my face. The past 2 to 3 times I've done makeup without filming, I actually was trying to do my Palm Spring look from this month's BoxyCharm, but I didn't film it. So we're gonna do it tonight, but that's gonna be my next video. And what we're doing in this one is just my face, which I've been testing out a new product, a new way of doing it, and I really do like it. It looks a little crazy at first, but it does come together in the end. So we will go on and get started. So to start off, we are going to start with moisturizer. My skin is so dry tonight. It is so bad. And as you can see, I have some breakouts coming in. So we are going to go and start with what I normally start with is Fourth Ray Beauty. I'm gonna use matcha face milk. I love this stuff. I use it every day, every morning, every night. I use it after I get out of the water at work. I use it all the time. And it feels so good. It's so light and it's not like icky, sticky, gross. I really like the papaya face milk. So far, that one has been my favorite. I just love the smell. I just love the way it makes my skin look. I used that in the morning, and then like I would put my vitamin C serum from Glow Recipe on, and then my papaya face milk, and I love the way that that looked. Anyways, this I just put like however much I think I'm gonna need. Cheeks, on my cheeks, on my forehead, and then I just kind of rub it around, get it really good, because I don't want to start with super dry skin, or else my makeup's just not going to go as smooth as I like. I did recently buy more face milks because they're just so good, and I bought one of their like kits, like the ones that come with like 5, and it came with another papaya, so I'm super excited. And we're gonna go in and double it up because I'm dry as the desert. But I will be explaining and talking about those more in my next video, just so we can try to keep this one a little short, just because it's gonna be more in depth. I don't want to make this video any longer than it asked to be. So the only face milks that I don't have, I believe, the strawberry and the rose. I think those are the only ones I don't have. So we're gonna be testing out some more here soon, seeing which ones of the new group that I like. So yeah, okay, so next step, I go in with my primer. And my favorite primer is the Milk Hydro Grip, but lately I've been testing the Liquid Glass from Versali. I got it in this month's Boxy Premium. I just really like the way it makes my skin look. You can still see it on, like, even when you put foundation on, you're still able to see it. So I do really like that. It's just runnier than I thought it was gonna be, so that makes me nervous. You gotta work quick, but I don't, stop. But I don't like working quick. I like taking my time. I think I got that on, oh no. I think I got that on my cat. Let's see. Yeah, I did. I'm not looking down so I can't ruin this. Okay. And just like with the primer, I soak this in. And what helps is this is also like a serum that you can use as skincare. So this is gonna be even more moisture and like help for my skin, which it needs it all right now. And just like look at that nice healthy glow that I get. Just, I'm loving it. And it smells really good too. Okay, so the next thing that I do is I go in with my contour. I've been testing it out lately, seeing how I like it, how much I like, how much I need to put on, how little I need to put on, where, all that good stuff, just to see what works best for me. So what I've been using lately is the Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. I got this for Christmas from my mom, and I use the middle shade in Light Sculpt. And the brush that I use a couple because I do different parts of my face, but the main one I use is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH08. Just looks like this. And I just tap in it, and then I kind of go right at the top of my ear, and where my bone is right here, and I kind of just follow it. I don't go below, I go right, basically like with the bone, and I'm just gonna build that up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of go in and just blur it out a little. And then I go back in and I kind of just define the middle of that just a little bit more. And like I said, I'm gonna look crazy at first. I am. It's part of the process. Next, I go up in my forehead. I don't go as dark though. Then I hit my chin, and what I do is I go all the way down and out. So I drag it down. And you don't want to like bend up or make your face look weird when you do it, because when people look at you, they're gonna look at you like this. So you need to shade from how you normally stand. If you normally look at people like this, go for it. But I don't. Okay, so I did blow out my cheeks a little bit more than normal, just because I'm still working on like what I like best. I know I like the technique of having this under my foundation and working up on top and where I like it placed. I'm just trying to figure out how much, how wide works best for me. Next, I go in with a brush like this. I am using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH10, and I use this to nose contour. And I contour the shit out of my nose because I don't like my nose. I'm very self-conscious. I think it's crooked. When you look at it, it goes crooked, so it needs some help. So what I do is I just start up with like where my eyebrow is, and I just press it down where I want to see it fixed at. So on this side, it has a little lump. That's where it goes sideways, so that's where I make sure to bring it in a little bit further than normal. And I want to elongate my nose, so I'm not gonna cut it off at the end. I'm gonna keep it going, girl. And then I kind of bring it down the sides of my nose. And then what I do is back here, kind of at the base of my nose, I shade there, but I don't want to bring it up onto like the tip of my nose. Next, I'm gonna contour my lips, and I just brush it right under my bottom lip. And then I do the same on my top lip. We're gonna have a contour mustache for a minute. But it's all good, and it works out. Okay, so I tried this technique using my Huda Beauty, but when I used it, it is so full coverage that like, it literally covered everything up. You couldn't even see all the hard work I put into making my face look like this. So the foundation that I like to use when I do a full contour like this is my Born This Way, my Too Faced Born This Way. It's in shade Swan. And then I'm just gonna go in with my normal sponge. This is the one that I got for Christmas. It came from Marshall's. It was in a huge pack there. I couldn't find the brand for it. But I'm just gonna pump. It's good enough to start with. I kind of just make dots to start with, and then I blend this out. And you can see like a shadow under my makeup, which is what we want. This is a buildable foundation, which is why I like it and why I like using it for this purpose. Okay, so foundation is on. And as you can still see like slight shadows. And you can see that it looks like my nose looks long, it looks chiseled, but it's nothing like major yet. So next I'm gonna go in with Shape Tape, and I'm almost out, and this is in shade Fair Neutral. And I'm just gonna hit the highlight where I want this mainly at. So right under the eyes, my forehead, down the nose, a little, just a boop right there, and a boop right there. And then I'm gonna go back in with, keep dropping things. Is good. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with that blender that I used with my foundation and just blend the rest of this out. So next I'm gonna powder my face, and I'm gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder and Pound Cake. I'm gonna go in with this sponge from the same set from Marshall's, and then just hit my entire face with the powder. Moving back and forth under my eye, making sure to look up. That way I make sure that it gets in the creases, and am less likely to crease and have my makeup fall into those creases. I mean, everybody has creases on under their eyes, so you're gonna get some creasing. But by doing this, it's gonna make sure that your makeup doesn't like break apart and fall into it and just look like you forgot to blend your makeup completely. So now what we're gonna do, now that this is all laid down, we are going to bake. And what baking does is it traps heat between your skin and the powder that you lay on top of it, and it is literally cooking or baking your face. And so all the makeup that's there, it's heating up and it's laying down kind of like a concrete. That way it's less likely to move, to budge, and it's gonna help the longevity of your makeup. And I leave mine on when I bake for about 10-15 minutes. And that's just to make sure that everything is locked in perfect. So I don't bake everywhere. I don't bake every day. I don't bake every time I do makeup. I bake whenever I know it's gonna be like a major event, or I bake whenever I have like, I'm doing like a crazy eye look, like that has a lot of colors. That way I'm baking, but I'm also catching any of the fallout that comes from those shadows. So to bake, you just take powder on your sponge and you just lay it under your eye and go out. And then I like to bake my chin, because I like to bake my chin as well because I'm constantly talking. I'm constantly leaning on my chin. We just touch our chins through the day more than we know. So I like to do that, just a little extra. And my smile lines. I look so crazy right now. And then I do a little on the middle of my forehead where I know I get wrinkly most. Because we all have expression lines. It happens. I'm gonna wipe this off. So now, very, very carefully, I'm gonna go right down the middle of my nose. There we go. So we are now baking, and we will be baking at face heat for 15 minutes. See you when I'm back. Okay, so we are done baking. I had enough time to get me a cappuccino and comb through my brows. So now what I like to do is I just brush it all off. So I go in with a pretty fluffy brush. You can use a huge face brush, or I like the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH07 face brush, and I just look at that powder fly. And then I bring it up. Whatever's on my brush, I also bring up onto my eyelid just to give it a little extra powdering. Make sure we don't get any creases before doing that. So now baking is done, and I go in with the rest of my face and just continue on. If at this point you think you're looking too dry and it's just not the look you're going for, you can go in with a setting spray and just give yourself a quick once over and then continue on with the rest of your face. But I'm just gonna go on, continue on my face since I moisturized so much at the beginning. It's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go in with the Color Icon Wet n Wild bronzer. Take it to Brazil. It's my favorite bronzer at the moment. And I'm just gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill Morphe JH02. This is like the most perfect bronzing brush. I love it. And then I just re-hit like the spots where I contoured, but I bring it up just even a little bit more. And then I just swirl that on. On my cheeks, I like to bring things higher than what you think they would. Because usually, you know, you put your blush on, and you put it here. But then it ends up looking like it's down here. So if you go a little bit higher than what you think you're supposed to, it'll end up being where you want. And if you do your blush while you smile, you put it here, but then it drops down. It doesn't stay up where you think it is. Just a little tip. Bronze to the heavens. Okay, next what I do is I go in with a small, it's supposed to be an eyeshadow brush, but I use it and it's angled. And I'm gonna go into my bronzer and just go down the sides of my nose. Just to add a little something. Make it look pouty. And then I'm basically like on my lip for this, because now that I don't have I have my foundation on, I don't want to actually look like I have a mustache. So by going on my lip, I'm getting right at the edge of my lip where it meets my skin, and then I kind of just brush it and blend it into my lip. Same with my nose. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna tap it. Kind of just blend it down the side. You don't want to blend it up because you want to keep the middle highlighted. Okay, so next we go in with blush. Almost dropped my eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to be using the Fresh and Peachy from ColourPop. Give myself a little bit of color. And I'm going to be using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH04 brush. And like I said, a little bit higher than you think you need to be. There we go. And last for the face powders, I'm gonna go in with highlighter. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder, and I'm gonna be using Precious Petals. Out of the three that I have one that's more purple and one that's more gold. This one is like a pinky rose gold. This one is my favorite. I just like the way it looks on my skin better, and just like the tones, the undertones. It just, to me, it's my favorite. But then my next is the purple one, the purple undertoned one. Super pretty. The brush I'm gonna be using is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH09 highlighter brush. I'm just gonna load my brush up and then hit, I looked in it like there's a mirror. Just hit the highest point of my cheeks. And bring it kind of up around my eyebrow. I don't bring it all the way around, but I bring it up to about where the tip of my eyebrow is. How blinding can I get this? Go down the bridge of my nose, really focusing on the end. Little boop. And then I kind of take it across my Cupid's bow. And then whatever is left on my brush, you know, just run along my chin, the high points of my forehead. That way when I turn, you see a little bit of sheen with it as well. But it's not as blinding and as highlighted as the rest of my face. So then I go in with the flat part of my damp beauty blender, or beauty sponge, and just press that in. That way it doesn't look streaky. And then with that being damp on my face again, I go in with just a little bit more. I don't want to go in with a lot, just enough like on the very back tip, like from here to here. I'll put more. So there is the total face. And then to finish it off, you go in with setting spray. If you think you are looking too dry and you don't want to look matte and you want to look more glowy, definitely go in with a glowier, dewy finishing spray. I really like the Farsali, the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. I really like this for all my dewier days, but then I like the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist for my everyday days. I just love the mister on this. It's so fine and it's continuous and it doesn't like hiccup. It doesn't have any weird like spits at you. I just don't like that I just get wet everywhere. My chest, my hair, everything. Okay, so here is the finished face look. I hope this helped. I've had a couple requests to do this just so you can see how I do it. And if I'm doing everything, this is how I do it. But on my like casual, just wearing makeup, go to the store just to hang out, when I'm not doing anything like major, like a wedding and party, anything like that, I don't contour. I only use bronzer, and I don't really bake. Like I said, I don't really need that reassurance when I'm just going to the store. Now, if you want to, and you want to look perfect for when you go to the store and show all those other girls that you all that, go for it. But yeah, that is how I did it. I hope this helped you all, and stay tuned for my next video because we are going to be using the Palm Springs palette from Too Faced that I got in this month's BoxyCharm. I'm going to be talking about some new things that I'm getting, that I've ordered, and some past products that I've been waiting on and I finally got to use. So I hope this helped, and go on and like this video, and then go on and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so that you get notified when I upload, and go follow me on my other social media and say hi. Leave me comments, just send me a DM, you know, let me know what videos you want, anything like that, or just say hey. So thank you all so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!